I was deployed and I left in November of 2003 and I got back in March of 2005, so I was gone a little over 15 months. It was hard because it was, the semester just pretty much started. So suddenly I got word about 3 weeks before we left. It was pretty much a short notice. We knew it was coming, but the official word didn't come down until the end of October. So then I had to tell Mr. Fisher, I had to tell the district and things like that. And it was just a transition, somebody to take over APUSH and civics, and it was hard, especially because I had 4 kids, and they were still pretty young at that time. And so we had to make, changes. My wife was about to retire from the Navy after 23 years, and so everything was just in flux and transition. It was a pretty chaotic time. It was a different world. I mean, when we flew into Kuwait, we spent a couple of weeks in Kuwait before we processed in country. And, everything has changed. I mean, just the location, the terrain, the features, you have to put yourself in a totally different mindset. Everything is a threat. I mean, even Kuwait, they tried to drill it into you that you're now in a combat theater and things like that. And then when we moved into Iraq, one of the most tense moments that I had was as a brigade, we moved in, the 81st Infantry Brigade, and which is, you're talking about 5,000 people. So they came up to me the night before and said, "You're lead vehicle." So I was pulling for the entire brigade, right? And I'm going, oh crap, what if I get lost? And so there were two vehicles, and we took off before everybody else. Dark, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, going over the berm from Kuwait into Iraq. And so it was our job to basically, we were the bait. If anybody was going to shoot at us, they were supposed to shoot at us first so we could warn the rest of the convoy and things like that. So we cleared the overpasses, and we made it, but I was kind of freaked out for a while because I thought I was going to screw it up bad. Probably, we've been getting hit by IEDs, which are improvised explosive device, basically like roadside bombs a lot. And we just lost a couple of guys the week before, and so we put a sniper team in to overwatch an area. And nothing happened, so we're waiting for them. So we exfil the sniper team, and we're leaving. And we probably gotten down the road probably like 3 minutes, and boom. I can still see the flash of the fire in the sight of my vision. I mean, it's right there, and it's probably always going to be there, and it just engulfs the vehicle. There was my wingman, Jim Salita. He was ahead of us. And I thought they were gone. I thought there's no way that they survived that. They're toast. They opened up on, either side of us, with small arms and things like that. So it was a pretty intense firefight. And, we were very lucky to have gotten out of there alive. So. There's a lot of things that we did. There was an interesting transition. The area that we were in had been horribly oppressed by Saddam Hussein. And we had people that would come up and they would thank us. Thank you. Saddam was bad. Saddam, bad man, bad man. And we saw a change. We saw a change in the area, how it had been oppressed. Because Saddam used to cut off the water flow out of the Euphrates, the entire area. And that was their water because there was not that much rainfall. And so we saw how they started to build their own shrines because there was more of a Shiite area. So they had not been able to do that. So we saw the building of new shrines, of new roads. The economy went up. The people who didn't try and kill us were very thankful, that we were there and things like that. And that was nice. The kids, I loved playing with the kids. We always carried 50 cal, which is an ammunition can. The night people from the States send me candy, so we'd hand out candy and things like that to the kids, and school supplies. I mean, that stuff was fun because that was, you're making a positive influence. And so we stopped and played with the kids as often as we could, and we'd hand out candy or pencils or something like that. And we always figured that, if they got to know us and they knew we weren't the great Satan, that maybe, 10 years from now, that they wouldn't pick up a gun, they wouldn't hate Americans, and they would be a little bit more tolerant, I think. It does. I hope that it's made me, in some ways, a better teacher, a better father. I guess time will tell.